Xeoma renewals, Xeoma updates, and their conditions. Xeoma video surveillance software offers flexible pricing that allows you to buy what you need, without overpaying. Flexible licensing saves money, but the more options there are, the more questions may arise. In this video, we'll explain Xeoma's license update period and answer common questions. Question 1. Do Xeoma licenses have an expiry date? Xeoma has several editions, 2 free and 4 paid. To use paid editions, you need a license. All Xeoma licenses are perpetual, meaning they never expire. Having paid once, you can use your license for decades. But there's a nuance regarding whether you can use new Xeoma versions with it. Depending on the license option you choose, you may, or may not, get access to newer Xeoma releases. Licenses that have a free updates period included always mention the timeframe during which you can download and use new Xeoma versions. Licenses with the "No Updates" tag do not have an updates period included, and that means that you cannot use them with any of Xeoma's versions that get released after your license purchase date. Some licenses used to have an update period, yet it's already expired. In that case, you can't use newer versions unless you extend the period with special renewals. We need to note here that since a license applies to the server part of Xeoma, version limitations affect which version can be used on the server computer. As for the client part, you can use any version regardless of updates. However, it is recommended to avoid a big gap between server and client versions to prevent compatibility issues. What happens if you try to run a newer Xeoma version with a license that doesn't support updates? We'll look at that next. We'll also explain how to check whether your license includes updates or not. Question 2. How do I get to know if a license has an updates period? Update availability is shown in the product name. If it's not mentioned, updates are most likely not supported. Here's a couple of examples. Here's a recap of your options. Question 3. What if I attempt to use a newer version with the license that ran out of updates? If your license has no updates or the update period has expired, you can't use it with new Xeoma versions. If you try, the license won't work. You'll see a warning that the version you launched is too new for your license. To continue, you must confirm you agree that your license will stop working. Or, if you don't need the new version that much, simply go back to the supported version. Your license will recover and continue working forever. Question 4. Why is there an option to abandon a license when a too new version is launched? When you try to run a too new version, Xeoma offers you a choice. To stop using the too new version, to stop using the license, or, for some licenses, to buy a renewal that extends updates of your license. The option to abandon your license can be useful if you have a license you no longer need, or at least need less than the new Xeoma version. For example, if you have several smaller licenses bought at different times, and most still support the new version. You can abandon your oldest licenses, and get to use new versions of Xeoma with the newer licenses. Question 5. What is a renewal? Renewals are add-ons for Xeoma Standard, Pro, and additional modules licenses. They extend the period during which you can get new Xeoma versions. So, if your license has an expired updates period, you can buy and activate a renewal to be able to use new versions again. Renewals cost less than buying a new license. You can buy them on the Xeoma website. Renewals are also available for hardware key licenses. Question 6. How do I get to know the update period of my license? For active licenses, update info is available right inside Xeoma. Go to Main Menu, Information, Active Licenses. There you'll see details for all licenses on this computer. Another way is during purchase, you provide an email address. After buying a license, you'll receive a message with the license information, including its update period. You can calculate your update period like this. Email date plus updates period equals last date of new versions. Lost the email? Request a reminder on Xeoma website. If you still have questions, contact Xeoma support. Question 7. Why are there no licenses with unlimited updates period? If Xeoma licenses included unlimited updates, their price would be significantly higher. In most surveillance systems, stability is more important than updates. Such projects would end up paying too much for features they won't use. Renewals, that can be purchased separately, match Xeoma's philosophy. Flexible options without overpaying, but with room to expand if needed. In this video, we've learned that Xeoma licenses can have different update periods. Some can even be extended after they expire thanks to renewals. Renewals are optional, since licenses are for lifetime. The key is to pick the right Xeoma version. On a supported version, your license can work forever.